What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the Stud Wars podcast. I'm Jake.
I'm Rami.
I'm Matthew.
So to kick off this podcast, we are going to be ranking the 25th year anniversary sets, Star Wars sets, obviously, that were released in 2024. We're going to start with the sets that came with 25th year anniversary minifigures, and we are basing our kind of decisions off of the set itself, the price, the piece count, and if it came with a fig, we're going to kind of factor that into our decision as well. Matthew, why don't you explain the kind of tier list?
The tier system, yeah. So it's pretty self-explanatory, I would say. Any Star Wars, anyone who's familiar with Star Wars lore should see this tier list and kind of understand it. But it's just a simple tier list. The top of the tier list is going to be, our favorites, where the bottom is going to be our least favorites. So
I don't like sand. It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere.
I just realized the colors are flipped, but it's okay. And oh, by the way, I am throwing in a little addition to this tier list. Rami and Matthew don't actually know about it, so this is a surprise to them as well. So we're going to decide together where these sets end up on the tier list, right? We're doing this as a kind of team effort. We might disagree, but we are going to compromise, and we are going to place the sets in the position that we collectively think they should go. But I am going to give us each one force ability. Well, you can only do this one time during this entire episode. After a set is in position, you have the ability to pull the set down or up on the tier list. You can only do that one time.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if there's something you're like super passionate about and you're just like really pissed off that we didn't agree on it, you can do that once if you want. So I thought that would be a little fun kind of addition.
Yeah, that's a fun little twist. I like that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, to what we got going on here. So I'm going to, first up, we have set number 75394, the Imperial Star Destroyer. This set retailed at $160. It has 1,555 pieces, and the exclusive minifig was Cal Kestis. So what are your guys' opinion on this? And there, Rami's got it pulled up right there on the screen for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start off. I never played this game, never played it, but it's a cool fig. It's also got the angry one. It kind of looks like Episode 2 Anakin, like the head. I don't know who Cal Kestis is. Cool figure.
What a freaking casual! Didn't even play.
Wow,
the game.
What a casual! Actual casual.
Look,
he has the minifig. He has the minifig.
Didn't even play the game.
It's a cool fig, but the Star Destroyer is a little bit small. And I think it doesn't have that many play features either. And also the other figs are terrible. So, cool Darth Vader, a bunch of Imperials, like one Stormtrooper. Like, dude, come on. It's a Star Destroyer. There needs to be at least like 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. I didn't get the set. I bought the figure. So
I did the same. I didn't get the set. Okay. I did get the figure. Purely based on how good the game was when I played it.
See, that makes sense. That makes sense why you would buy the figure.
But I bought the fig because I loved the game.
Right.
The set itself, though, there's a lot that made me not want to buy it. There's a reason I bought just the fig.
And also the box, I don't know if you've seen it like in person. The box is so small. It's like such a tiny box.
I will say the small boxes, that's a new thing. So they originally started that out. It's the same with the Droidica as well. The Droidica has a really, really small box compared to like the old buildable, one. Mm-hmm. That's just because Lego as a company is trying to like manage their resources better. So all the boxes are going to increasingly get smaller throughout the years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm kind of impartial on this one. It's a Star Destroyer. How many freaking Star Destroyers have we gotten over the years anyways? And there's not, aside from the Cal figure, which I don't own the set, and I actually don't own the figure either. But if I would do the same thing that you guys did and actually just buy the figure. I'm thinking like
Jedi Knight. I'd put in Jedi Knight.
I don't know.
Yeah,
well,
I'm thinking Padawan.
I'm thinking maybe around Padawan because the fig carries the set. You know,
It does carry the set.
the fig
But
carries the set.
but also you got to think about like some of these sets don't have figures in them. So like, would you want a set with no figure in it higher?
Taking
But
into account what
think
we've
about it this way. Think about it this way. If Cal wasn't in the set, what about like it would just be
What
a
would it
Star
be?
Destroyer, you know? What would it be? It
Yeah.
would be nobody would buy it, you know?
I
Yeah.
feel like some people would buy it, but
I mean, some people would, but it's definitely not the best
it's
Star Destroyer we've had.
no,
I
it's
think
not.
that's why they put Cal in this set is because they knew that this wasn't going to fly off the shelves if it didn't have a cool exclusive like minifigure in it. You know what I mean?
They
Right.
just
I
need
mean,
to add like
plus
better figures in it. Like if it didn't have
you
the
got
cow, it would have a really weak figure
to
selection.
take into account
I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it.
like I don't know. You got to take into account the price as well. It's 160 for 1,500 parts.
Yeah.
Like
That's
buying
true.
that new is that's stupid. Basically, I mean, at least in my opinion, I mean,
Yeah.
especially if you're buying it just for the fig, that's a $160 fig. Like that's
The modern day like scaling down of Lego sets. A Star Destroyer is not a set that you want to have scaled down like that. You know what I mean?
right.
Like you want to have a Star Destroyer that at least looks at least somewhat kind of minifig scale.
It's
So
only
I don't know.
scaled down by like
My
3
vote
studs.
Well, see, that's
from the
where I
from the
say
previous one.
there's the older Star Destroyer. Like you see that, and I instantly think the older Star Destroyers look way better. Like
Yeah, just
I
the
would much
design
rather
of it
have one of
too.
the older ones.
My vote's Padawan there. What are you
Yeah,
guys?
I'm on
What are you guys
Padawan
vote?
as well. We're in
Okay,
agreement there.
you're gonna hold off on your force power to
I'm
pull the
holding
set.
off. I'm gonna
Okay. All right. Next up, we have set 40755 Imperial Dropship versus the Rebel Scout Speeder. This set retailed for $40, 383 pieces, and it came with QT-KT, which is probably, there we go. Rami's got it. That's your favorite exclusive minifigure, isn't it?
wait. Not quite. It's sick though.
I
It's
will
thick?
say,
Pink droid, that's sick.
Oh, I
I
thought you
will
said it was
say,
thick. I was like, how do you measure thickness on a mech droid?
He is kind of
Chopper seems pretty thick, but
Dude,
Yeah,
Chopper
Chopper
is
is
thick.
that's
Chopper
that's
is thick.
that's another tangent.
Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of the set or the droid, so I'll just go ahead and say that my vote is going to be low on this one, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I
So
I
oh,
definitely think that I think it's a perfect set when you think about like battle packs because you get three rebels, like a rebel speeder. You get the drop ship. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. I wouldn't display it, but it's like it's equal. You get
But
three
it's a
rebels,
perfect ship, but it's a
three.
perfect set.
It's a perfect set when you think about it because it's like
But you said it was ugly and you wouldn't display it.
I wouldn't display it, but it's for kids. It'd be perfect.
Okay.
Like I feel like and it has a great figure that comes with it. This is one of my favorites.
I will
Or
say, I agree with Rami about the figure. I'm a big astromech lover, so the figure
Okay.
I love. I love the pink, and I don't know if you know the story about the pink fig, but it was like a little girl had gotten cancer or whatever, and like one of her
It's
last
not the same one. Not the
it's
same
not the
one.
same one.
No, this is
Okay,
the one
well,
from Clone Wars.
is it? Oh,
It's the
okay.
one that I think was evil or some shit. That's what people originally thought the figure was going to be, and then they came out with this, and it was like a big deal.
Oh, okay. It's R2KT, so it is a different one.
I was about to feel bad about saying I don't like the fig because of that, but now I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel
Yeah.
bad. Anyway, this I love the figure. I'm an astromech collector, so that's just one that I have to get. The dropship's ugly. I mean, let's just get that out of the way. That
Yeah.
awful build. I wouldn't want to build that.
Agreed.
Although the Rebel Scout like speeder, I mean it's definitely an improvement from the last one we've got. You know, so
I agree with
I
that.
think if you want a Rebel Scout speeder, it's a good one to get, but the price is a little wild considering the drop ship that comes with it. You can think about it in the way of figs, like you're getting $40 worth of figs.
It's true.
I'd
Yeah,
put it
it's a good
above the
point.
Star Destroyer. Like
I'd put
one
it above it too. Honestly, I $40 is not a terrible price for that set.
No, it's not at all.
Okay.
It's honestly not
See,
too
I
bad.
I would say like probably along the lines of the Star Destroyer, but since y'all are gonna put it above, we'll slap it right there. We can
No,
keep it rolling.
I'd put it in the Padawan tier, like a
Oh, okay. Oh, above the
next.
Star Destroyer.
I
Okay.
think Jedi Knight, but that's only because it's more worth it than the Star Destroyer. Like I could see a kid going to Walmart and getting the whatever
I would. My
that
vote
set
would
rather
be.
than the Star Destroyer.
I would say I would put it in Padawan.
I'd put it in Padawan too.
All right.
So are you Matthew? Are you
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with putting it above the Star Destroyer?
We'll put it in Padawan.
Okay.
We'll put it in Padawan. And then we
Okay,
we can
cool.
always go back, right? Like at the
Yeah, we
very
can go
end, we
back
can
and change it.
always.
Yeah,
Cool.
and we still have we all three still have our force power too. So if you wanna use it,
Got it.
you can use that. You can
I'll
pull that out. Whatever.
I'll save it for now.
We have set 75392. This is the Creative Play Droid Builder. This set retailed for $100. That's insane. $100. But it does come with 1,186 pieces, and it comes with a young Princess Leia, which Rami is presenting on screen there for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this set in the chosen one.
Are you serious?
Best set
Dude,
of the year.
that's a crazy
Best set
take.
of the year.
That
I'm
is a
telling you right now, this is the
crazy
best
take.
set of the year.
Best set of
Don't say
of
that.
2024?
You're lying.
No, I'm
You're
joking.
You don't even
I'm
believe
joking.
that.
I'm joking. Okay.
You're about to lose
Real talk-
credibility for
real talk,
anyone
this
that's watching this.
Real talk, this set is not geared towards us. It's not a set for us. And that's why we don't like it. Because think about it. You got the droids, right? And you got the dress up. What is this geared towards? And there's a pink droid. What is it geared towards?
Little girls.
Little girls. This is the first Lego set or Lego Star Wars geared towards little girls. This is for little girls. And it comes with a young Leia as well. Is that a coincidence? Right. I think not. It's not
Doing
for
some
us.
high level analysis on this set, the target audience for the set.
But $100.
$100 though, bro.
Okay,
you think moms want to buy their little girls $100 Lego
if
set?
we're
for
factoring in price per piece, 1,186 pieces.
I think that's the only argument for this set being like anywhere above.
Yeah, that's the only argument.
Link.
I mean, even then, I don't want that fig. Like that fig came from like I didn't like her character in the Obi-Wan show. Like it was just I don't like that fig. Like I feel like that one right there is room for a fig that we could have gotten. You know what I mean? That's room for something else. Is what I'm trying to say.
You just said you're a droid guy. Comes with the droid.
I am a droid guy, but I'm talking about the Leia.
So you wouldn't include the droid being part of the figure?
No, I mean it's part of the figure, but like that's not a droid I want in my collection.
I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. And I am factoring in Rami's point, which I think is fair, is that this set obviously was not made for grown men in their mid-20s. It was definitely made for probably young girls. And so, but that doesn't, change my opinion on it. If it had a cooler fig in it, I might think it was it's worth more. But I'm thinking sand on this one, to be honest.
I'm thinking sand, 100% sand.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm telling you right now, this is the best set of the year.
I'm thinking
it's sand. I mean, the one thing that I think might move it up a little bit is the price per piece. But even then, it's like,
yeah.
Do you want to sit there and build the same thing 4 times? Right?
Look, I just argued for the set, but I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had $100 instead of that set. So,
okay, fair enough. Okay,
I'd put it in sand.
All right, we have our first item in the sand tier. Next up, we have set number 75396. This is the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit. The set retail for $80, 558 pieces, and it comes with Nien Nub. as the figure. I'm going to make a point here as to why I really despise this set. Well, we got the Jabbas sail barge, the UCS set, right? It does not come with Luke. It does not come with Han Solo. It does not come with Lando Calrissian. It does not come with Boba Fett, right? Those are characters that are in Return of the Jedi. Those are characters that were on the sail barge and that are pivotal to that kind of scene. That's a $500 set. Why the hell would they make this desert skiff on the side $70 with those figs that should have came in the UCS sail barge? If you're paying that much money, you should get those figs, especially like Luke Skywalker, bro, Han Solo. They are forcing you to spend $70 overpriced set, 550 pieces or whatever it is. You have freaking Nien Nub in there, which, people can say whatever they want about him. But instead, they gave us characters like Woof, Vizam, Cathaba. They put Max Rebo in there. They put Salacious B. Crumb is in there too,
Those are deserving to be in the set.
But we don't get... Okay, Max Rebo and Salacious Crumb are deserving to be in the set. But you guys see what I'm saying. That's an overpriced...
No, honestly, I 100% agree. $80 for the Desert Skiff.
Yeah.
And so not even 600 pieces. And that's like
crazy.
That's a part of the sail barge. That's like a part of it, right? Like I feel like
Anakin sayings, it's outrageous, it's unfair, sand tier, this set sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly right there with you. This set is awful. I mean, you don't get much in the set. 9 Nub is taking up space, I guess. I don't know. Who genuinely wants 9 Nub as
okay, but hear me out.
An anniversary
I will give this set one thing. I will say the Sarlacc pit is sick. I like it. I think it looks good. But the skiff, I feel like, is a little small. But the Sarlacc pit looks great.
But you can argue
on them either. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, you can argue that the Sarlacc pit can be made with bolt pieces. You know what I mean? Like that's any kid can make a Sarlacc pit, and you can tell what it is. You know what I mean?
And unless you have like a tan kind of like floor piece or whatever, like it's just gonna look lame sitting on a shelf like that, in my opinion.
Right.
It looks like it's coming from the ground, like how the Sarlacc pits.
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying like it needs to have more around it. You know what I mean? Like more sand or more whatever. It just like that itself. Sitting next to it
needs to have more sand.
I mean, think about it. You can't display that really. How would you display that set?
There is one way we can put more sand around the set. There's one way we can put more sand around the set.
Okay. Just put it on the sand tier.
That argument you just made contradicts the whole set's purposes. It's a DLC to the Jabbas sail barge. You display it.
But I don't like.
No, but no. My argument itself is if you don't have the sail barge, how are you going to display the skiff set? You can't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So you can't buy one without the other. Is what I'm saying. So why would you buy the skiff set and display it on a shelf without a sail barge? It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so why have they done that in the past then?
What are you talking about? I'm saying you don't want to spend $80 on a display that doesn't have the entire display. Right? The sail barge could be argued because it's the whole sail barge.
There were even Lego in the Lego store had it.
I'm wrong.
The Lego store had in-store displays that had the sail barge and the desert skiff together, like in the same casing too. It just seems like manipulative on Lego's end. They're like forcing you to spend an extra $70. That's a $50 set right there. That's a $55 set right there. But they jacked the price up because they know people that spend $500 on the UCS set are gonna spend $70 more to have the desert skiff next to it.
Okay, but another thing I know we're spending a lot of time on this set, but my last point I want to make. If they did not make this set and they put it in the sail barge, that would mean the Nien Nub would be in a different set, or it'd be in the sail barge for $500.
And that's fine. Okay, be honest. Who really wants 9 Nub? Do you guys want that fig?
Yeah, that's the only one I don't have.
I mean,
think
even
that
I mean, not even to complete the collection, like based on him, like in the movies, like what the f- does he do?
He's a cool guy who's in the
He
Millennium
doesn't
Falcon.
do anything. He doesn't do anything.
Let's chill.
And he
Let's chill
makes
on the
movies
hate
like,
for 9
oh.
Okay, we'll chill. We'll chill on the
let's
9
chill
nub
on the
hate.
hate for
We'll
9
chill on the
nub, bro.
9 nub hate.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong. He's
I'd say put it in
I mean,
Youngling.
he definitely didn't do anything to be deserved to be put in a desert skiff set. That's what I mean.
no, he
I
didn't.
mean,
Dude, I know this is probably controversial for people watching this, but I just because of the premise of what Lego did with these 2 sets, and the price, I would say sand.
Youngling. It's not as bad as
Okay.
the Droid Builder.
Matthew?
Oh, I'm the deciding factor, I guess. I don't
It's
know,
not
man,
as
because
bad.
I would never buy this set. But
Would you rather pay $100 for 4 droids and a bunch of hats and a mustache, or would you rather
I mean,
buy?
you get more pieces. You get more pieces.
Oh my
Dude, to be
God.
honest, to be completely honest, I hate that droid set. But if someone held a gun to me and was like, "You have to buy one of these sets," I would buy the droid. I would buy the.
That's
the droid
exactly
set.
what
That's
I'm
crazy.
I'm the
That's
same
crazy.
way, honestly. I'm the same way, honestly.
I haven't bought the set either, but that's crazy. If
So
I
yeah,
could
no,
go
I
back in
agree. I
time
agree.
and save my $100 and then buy like McDonald's and buy the Skiff set, I would.
No,
That's
I
what I would
agree.
do. I
Put it
get
in sand.
McDonald's and the Skiff set over the Droid Builder.
I agree. Put it in
You're giving
sand.
okay. Ahead of I guess since Rami was saying Youngling, we'll put it ahead of the droid set. How's that sound?
That's fine.
Okay. I feel like there's gonna be like 9 nub lovers that watch this and are just like.
I
hate our guts
apologize
for
to all the 9 nub lovers out there. I don't get it. Sorry.
Moving on, we got
I
set
try to
number
defend the 9 num lovers. My bad,
seven
guys.
75379 R2D2. The set retailed for $99.99, 1,050 pieces, and it comes with Dark Malik. Yeah. What do you guys think about this one?
Malik carries the set. Literally
Malik
look
for
up
sure
the
does.
literally look up the set, and Malik is one of the first pictures. Not even with that. Not even with the set. So,
Right.
like, no. You're buying Malik. You're paying $100 for Malik, basically.
I
You know,
agree.
the
And
the
that's
R2
just-
is just the R2 is
That's
just a
just not
bonus.
true. That's just not true.
I was with my brother today in Best Buy, and he's not like a big Lego collector. Like he has a few sets from over the years or whatever. But we walked by this set in Best Buy, and he saw the figure, and he was like, "Oh my god! Like that's one of the coolest like minifigs I've ever seen." But then he looked at the set, and he was like, $100 R2. You have to buy $100 R2 to buy this set. And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, screw that. Like I'll never have that figure because of that.
We'll talk about this later, but that C3PO set and this set together is one of the best display pieces in my collection. They look so sick together. Now, at the time, it was like, why is there another buildable R2 when there's like a 200 was it $240
Well, I
one?
remember, yeah, they had just released one. It was the one that
Yeah.
had the little lightsaber come out of the top. I don't know if that one has it, but the older one had a little lightsaber that came out of the top or whatever. And that one, it's smaller, but I think it has a better looking design.
I think I like the design of this one. I like the Malik figure. I think price per piece is pretty good on it as well. I think it was
Fair.
not a set I regret buying because of the C3PO, which we'll talk about later as well. I think it's well deserving of Jedi Knight. It's a good set. It's a great set. I enjoyed it. Fun build.
I think this might be my favorite like 25th year anniversary like exclusive fig, but I definitely think that it carries the set. But I'm personally not a huge fan of like the buildable character sets too. So I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on it.
I'm weird, and I understand the argument of scaling, Rami, but why can't they get the scale right for everything, right? Like R2 is not like, I don't know. Like obviously a Droidica is way bigger than an R2, right? But if you buy a Droidica and an R2 and you put them next to each other, it's just not going to look good. Just because the scaling is so off. Like,
I mean, I agree, but I don't. I have the Droidica set, but I just have it in a bag, in a bin. Like, I don't really. We'll get to that later too, but
I don't
I
know.
like it only
I feel like
for
with
the
scaling,
C-3PO and R2.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it's just one of those things where it's like if you buy the R2, or if you buy the C3PO, you're gonna feel more compelled to buy the R2. You know?
Exactly. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I just don't find as much value in them, but that's just my opinion. I just think $100 for that set's crazy. I
There's the
know price
value.
per piece. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean. It's like the figure is the value in that set, in my
Right,
opinion.
right. I definitely think the figure. I don't know. Yeah, the price is definitely crazy. It's very confusing to me why they even put a Malik with the R2. You know, I guess it makes sense because none of the 25th anniversary figs like correspond to the set per se, but I don't know. It feels really strange to get like because they know people want a Malik, right?
Yeah.
So to
So they'll
put that
spend $100 for the R2.
right, so it felt like kind of like a shady thing for Lego to do that, knowing that people would buy the $100
Yeah.
R2 just for Malik.
I would say Padawan, or I would be willing to put it in Jedi Knight just because of the figure, to be honest.
Jedi Knight because of the figure.
I'll do Jedi Knight.
Okay.
I mean, and
Okay.
overall, the build's not terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's the best buildable R2 we've
It's
got.
not. It's not the worst. Like in terms of like value and like worth it. Like if I had $100 laying around or whatever, and I, you know,
All right, we can move on to set number 75387, boarding the Tantive 4. This was $54.99, 502 pieces, and it came with ARC Trooper 5s.
Chosen one. Best set. Best set on this list by a mile.
So I will go ahead and admit that I bought 2 of these sets to do the kind of reverse build on one to extend the hallway out. I don't think the set by itself, like they even in the instruction book, like it recommends like buying a second one, but which in my head I'm like, why not? Why don't you just make it bigger? You know what I mean? It's almost
right.
like that set was almost like designed as if it was created to be a diorama set, but it's also not a diorama set. So I don't know. By itself, it's not near as valuable to me as it is with the kind of reverse build on the other side and extending the hallway out. But I still really like it, and I like the fig too.
If you look at every single set left on this list, and there's one that you choose as the chosen one, it's this set. You get a cool Clone Trooper 5s, you get a great amount of figures, and a great little hallway diorama, whatever, play set kind of deal. It's perfect. It's got great play features. It's everything you want in a Lego set. It's displayable, and it's great for the kids, like playable wise.
I think the play feature on it is actually really cool. I think they designed it well, like having the rebels kind of being launched up and stuff like that. I do think it's a really good representation of that scene. I don't know really how they, other than extending it out a little bit, maybe it being a little bit more expensive and having a longer hallway. I don't know how they could have done this much better.
I like when Lego makes like it correctly, when they do it correctly, like when they make it where like if you buy this and this and you put it together, you can make this. I love when Lego does that.
All right, guys,
Sometimes.
listen. Y'all are probably gonna
I
hate
think
me for this.
that's a perfect way for Lego to do it.
I was gonna
Y'all
say,
are
Matthew, you've been
y'all
silent
are
on this.
probably gonna hate me for this. But the scene was great. Scene is great. It's perfect. But the build, it just reminds me of the same hallway scene that Luke was in with the dark troopers. Like it's almost the same size, and like I was not very surprised for the set or excited, I should say, because I was like, oh, another hallway, you know. So to me, it seems a bit boring, you know. It is a great display set, I will say, but I don't like how I don't like how you feel like you have to buy 2 of them. Like the what they're doing with like making you spend more
Yeah.
for the same stuff is I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I
So
love it.
I looked it up, the Luke hallway scene, because I own that set and I don't like it near as much. And in my mind, I'm like, it's significantly smaller. It only has like 116 pieces. This one has like 500
Oh, okay. Does it?
502. The Tantive 4 set is actually much.
It's such a good
It's
build.
bigger.
It's such a good build. It's fun. It's got everything for everybody.
Is it fun though?
I also.
Is it fun? Be honest. Like buildings
Have you
like
ever watched
that.
Rogue One? Have you ever watched Rogue One?
Yes.
Answer that. Okay.
I know the
telling
scene.
me-
That was the first thing I said.
That is one of the most badass scenes in all of Star Wars, and you're telling me that would not be perfect for a Lego set?
This isn't that
That's
scene.
That's not what I said.
It is that scene. It's whenever he's walking through the hallway and they're
but he's not on the Tantive
walking
4
down
yet in that scene.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pretend like it is, because that's what I do. It's a great set.
This is a
Chosen
New Hope.
one. It's better than any of the other sets in this tier list. Period. By far.
I'm not willing,
asked.
dude. The Chosen One, that tier for me is like, that's a sacred place. You know what I mean? What's keeping me from putting that on the Chosen One is Matthew's point, and what I already brought up is that they, like, in the instruction book, they suggest that you buy 2 of these to combine them.
That's
and to
ridiculous.
me, that's just sketchy.
That's always done that.
Ridiculous.
They've always done that. They're a company making money. They want to make more money.
That doesn't mean it's
Why
right.
wouldn't they do
I mean, that doesn't mean you should justify it by giving them more money. Like what? How are you going to? How is that your excuse? That's a shitty excuse.
That's a great excuse because you get.
They're a company. They deserve my money. It's what you just said. That's what you just said.
Rami is just he's bending over to Lego.
Lego, if you're watching this, it's our first video. First of all, Lego, if you're watching this, subscribe. And second of all, Lego, let me know. I'm here. Doors open.
So now we know where Rami's loyalty
is. This is a great set. It's got a great selection of figures. It's a great little scene. It's got play features. It's got display ability. Out of every set on this list, it is by far, by a long shot, one of the best. It's probably one of the best of the year, I'd argue.
I will say, out of all the sets on this list, this one is not the worst. I will say it is fairly boring. It's fairly boring. Like I can tell that it's not a fun build. Like it's
a blast putting
I can
together.
tell it's not a fun build. Like it's
a blast.
It's walls and a floor. Build. It's walls and a floor. Like
what's not fun about that?
What's fun about that? What is fun about that?
The sliding door was the funnest thing to put together on that.
Okay, the sliding door is not fun to build, but once you achieve that part of the build, it is fulfilling. But I'm not putting this. You're the only one that's going to say Chosen One here.
I'm more like Padawan. Maybe Jedi Knight. Maybe Jedi Knight. Maybe Jedi Knight just because of how many things you get in it.
There is no way that the buildable R2 is better than this set.
No, I'm at Jedi Master. I'm just not at Chosen One.
I was more around Jedi Knight though, just because they want you to buy 2 of them, and it's over 100 for 2 of them. Plus, when you buy a set, see, it sucks because not only do they recommend you buy 2 of them, but you get a second anniversary fig in it. So it's like you just have to find somebody to get rid of the.
Just sell it. Just sell it. That pays for half the set.
I don't know.
Half the set.
It's more trouble than it's worth, I think.
Jedi Master. Force ability. Put that thing in the Chosen One.
Oh,
let's go.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
That's crazy.
That's where it deserves to be. That's where it deserves to be.
We should have put that Jedi Knight. You should have put that Jedi Knight, Jake.
I know it's too late. It's too late.
That's for
I regret bringing that addition to this segment.
See this. Oh yeah. So this changes.
This feels like a crime. This feels like a crime to me having this up here.
Entire list.
All right, let's keep it. Let's keep it moving.
Okay. If it's such a big deal, can y'all like move it? Can it only be used by one person per turn?
No, in my mind, like I could pull that down if I wanted to.
Okay. That works.
I think.
Okay. So there's no rule against a set being touched twice.
No, if someone touches a set once.
He's gonna pull it down just in spite.
Listen, Jake. If you don't do it, I will. I'll use my force ability. If you don't pull it down, I'll use my force ability and do it because I don't agree with that.
let's look. It's there.
Just
This set is not finalized until we hit the end button, right? So let's just hold. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just
from
leave
here.
it there. We'll just leave it there.
We'll let Rami have his fun for a little bit. and
Yeah,
then
he'll enjoy the visual for now.
hey,
Yeah.
go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because
Thank you.
Support us. First episode. You know how it is. We all know that the boarding the Tantum 4 deserves.
All right,
What is
next
that?
set.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
next
okay.
set.
What is
Let's
that
move
behind
on.
you, Jake? What is that
We're-
behind
we're-
you? What is that
we're-
behind you?
The Tantive 4 is right here.
Okay, so you're
But it's
telling
not a
me.
hallway scene. That's the actual full ship, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
the
telling me
ship.
that would not. You're telling me that would not look cool on
Bro.
display with two of them next to that
No,
ship.
Bro,
I don't think it
Rami, that is a argument, bro. Because if you did not know the name of the set, and I showed you this hallway, are you gonna say that it's from the Tantive? No,
Yes.
no, you're
Yes.
not.
You
just said it was from Rogue
You
One.
can even modify
You said
it.
it was from the Rogue One
You
scene.
can even modify it from the prequels
You
and
literally
put.
just said earlier that it was
Dude,
from
no,
Rogue
you
One.
could put like Obi-Wan. You could put Bail Organa.
Rami, your
Yoda in there, and
credibility-
you can recreate that
credibility here is-
scene.
is
if
going
that's what
down
you-
the drain.
If that's what you're worried about, there's so much you could do with the set. It deserves
Who
to
said
be
it
the
was from
chosen one.
Rogue
There's no
One?
questions asked. It's one of the best sets of the year. I'm telling you right now. Out of everything on this list,
You know what?
it
Just because,
blows all of them out of the water.
just because Rami's so fired up about this right now, I was gonna be patient. I was gonna hold off. I'm pulling the set down. I'm pulling it down.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm using. I
crazy.
used my force ability, dude. You
Okay,
you drew me.
so now you just gave all the power to Matthew, and
You
he's-
brought the dark side out of him, Rami. You
Dude,
brought
and
it
what's crazy is that Matthew, if he really wanted to, he could even pull it down further. But I'm just
That's
just
true.
saying.
And
This is
I
ridiculous.
just might
This is-
because
this
I
is
wanted
ridiculous.
it. I just might because I wanted it at
Sith
Jedi Knight.
Infiltrator. Sith Infiltrator. We got the Saw Gerrera minifigure.
Moving on, we have set number 7533, Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. This set retailed for $70. It's 640 pieces, and it comes with Saw Gerrera. I own this set, and I understand the descaling throws people off. And I also own the Sith Infiltrator from, I think, it's like 2014, whichever one came out around that time. And I do think it's a better scale, it's a better ship. But for ships like this, I don't really mind the descaling as much because to me, it feels more, I don't know, it just feels sturdier than the old one does. Like it feels like it's not gonna break as easy. Like I was holding them side by side the other day, and I don't know. I like the design of it. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but also Saw Gerrera is a best kind of minifigure to include too.
Lies.
Poncho,
Deceptions.
the poncho.
I'll say Saw Gerrera. I bought that fig. That's like
You're
one of the
welcome.
figs that I really wanted out of the 25-year anniversary stuff. The set itself, though, I didn't get, mostly because I'm really bad when it comes to like comparing older sets to the new sets, and I think they've made so many Sith Infiltrators that you can find like two better versions of it than the one that we have right now, or the one that
That's so
we're talking
true.
about. Like the one
I
with the
don't know.
curved wings, bro. The one with the curved wings is so good looking.
That's the best
that
one. Yeah,
It's so hard to beat, you know?
it's not bad.
I want to say this. I don't know what Lego's like fascination with the Sith Infiltrator is, because it is like in such like a small part of the movie where it's like not even like it's in maybe like at most like 30 seconds of the movie. I don't know why they keep making sets on it. Maybe it's like so they can make Darth Maul, put him in a set or something. But like
That's why.
It's Maul, bro. It's Maul.
I don't know.
Because Maul had such little screen time. They will reproduce any single set that they can that has Maul in it.
It's such a weird set to just constantly make over and over again. I feel like
But it sells.
there's been a Sith
It sells.
Infiltrator on sets on shelves for like the past like 20 years. I feel like in all of Lego Star Wars, like almost every other year they come out with a new one, and it's so weird. I don't know why. It's an ugly ship.
I mean,
the figures in this
it's
kinda
not
suck.
It's
as
not
well.
necessarily ugly. I'll say okay, compared to the previous Sith Infiltrators, The wings are the big thing that drive it down for me. The wings they're too straight. They're too like choppy, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but the angle is not 100% right to me. But the cockpit is not bad. The little place that has
cockpit is like he's in a smart car.
It's not bad though.
It is like a smart car kind of build.
It's not too bad.
Down,
I like how
it is a downscaled version of ones we've gotten in the past. It like Jake, open it up. Look at that. He is in a smart car right now.
I mean, you could still put him in perfectly fine. Like he still fits perfectly.
And those pieces
with his
like,
little speeder thing
on the side that like they fall off all the time.
I think there's a lot to like about this set. There's a lot to like about it. Like the Qui-Gon and the
with the poncho.
With the poncho is amazing. I don't know. That's kind of like the best part of it. The Saw Gerrera is great. You know, you can't hate on the Saw Gerrera fig, especially with the cape piece.
It is a set that's been kind of overdone though, and I do think the previous versions of it, specifically the one that you mentioned, Matthew, I think is better. So yeah. I'm down to place it around, Padawan, Jedi Knight kind of area.
I'd put it Jedi Knight above R2.
Yeah, Jedi Knight above R2 is perfect.
Okay. That works. That works for me. All right, so those are all of the sets that came with an exclusive 25th year anniversary minifigure. Now we're moving on to the sets that don't have figures with them, and we might be able to go through these ones a little bit quicker. So next we have 75382, the TIE Interceptor. This retailed at $229, 1,931 pieces.
It's one of the most boring UCS sets in recent memory.
I think so too.
It's boring. And I've built this set. It sucks. It's not fun to build. There's a lot of loose. There's a lot of the greeblies they use. They just fall off. Like the little detailing, like little studs and details. You know how they do UCS sets where they have the final details are always like little studs and stuff to make it pop.
Yeah.
The final addition, like the details that you add on the Sith Infiltrator, they just fall off. Like you can't hold the set without something moving or falling off of it. And then display wise, it's stuck on a permanent angle. It's so I don't know. It's very boring. It's very boring. The wing,
art is very misleading too because it's like angled down, and then you put it on the display stand, and it's like this.
Yeah,
it would look cooler if it was like angled down, I guess, but like I don't know. It's not.
Everything about it sucks. And from building it, the wings are awfully boring. The cockpit, it sucks because it won't stay together. And then you try to open the cockpit, and it I don't know, dude. I hate this set. Honestly, I hate it. It's bad. It's awful.
I don't think it's that bad. I just think it's really boring.
Once you build it, you'll agree with me.
I think
it also breaks very easily. Like we've broken this set like 3 times just because it falls off the stand. Yeah. Or it doesn't fall off the stand, but the weight, it's not weighted perfectly. So even like if you walk by it or something, it can fall over pretty easily.
Yeah. It's not a great set, but
I haven't built it, but I also think it's boring, and I've seen it in person. And I wouldn't go as far as to put it in the sand, but I would definitely be okay with putting it like youngling territory.
Perfect.
Matthew?
Perfect.
Yeah, that works.
That works. So it's just so boring.
I agree. I think it's boring. I think the ship kind of sucks. The TIE Fighter, I think, is a better designed ship.
Yeah. Well, the play scale Interceptor looks really good.
Yeah,
it does.
All right. Moving on, we're going to set number 75375, the Millennium Falcon midi scale. This retailed at $84.99. Came with 921 pieces. I'll just go ahead and say I'm not a MIDI scale guy.
Yeah,
I've
no.
never purchased them. I've seen them in person. I think they're kind of honestly pointless to make on Lego's end. But it's the Falcon. It's another one of those sets that's been overdone so many different times. I don't know why we need a MIDI scale version of it, but
This is for
Um,
this set is geared towards that 9 to 5, 30
yeah,
something year old
exactly. I
guy
was about
who
to say
puts it
that.
on
This
his
is
shelf.
perfect for an office. Like you put this in
Yeah.
your
yeah.
office
Put
space
it on a
and
desk.
right.
Yeah. It's not for
Some
me, but
some
I get
insurance
it.
broker has it on his desk somewhere. I'm
Oh
telling
yeah,
you.
for sure.
I'm so like indifferent about it, and I'm not like I don't love it. I don't absolutely hate it. I'm like middle territory, like Padawan. I don't have a strong
I
opinion.
I'd put it behind the Tai Interceptor at Youngling.
Okay.
I would probably do the same. I'm a hater for the mini scale.
Okay.
It's boring.
I
It
mean,
should if it had
they're
a
okay.
fig, it'd be
They're
different. If
okay
it had a fig, it'd be
displays.
different.
No, not even that. I mean, for displays, it looks okay, but I mean, if you want to get a Falcon, you might as well just get the one that you could put figs in. You know,
Yeah, this is $85 too. You might as well spend an extra
right?
50
I was
bucks
just
to get
looking at that.
a play scale. Yeah. Yeah, I think Youngling's good, especially given the price and kind of the stuff we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, we have set number 75381, the buildable Droidica. This was $64.99, 583 pieces.
Another boring set. I bought this set and it's in a bag. Like I said earlier, it's in a bag. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't care for it. I think the Droidica in it is really ugly. I don't know why Lego can't just
You mean
get
like
it down, but
the minifig scale, the
no,
Droidica in it, or are you talking about the actual like
just
set?
the minifigure in it or the minifigure that's in it. Like
Yeah.
it's ugly. I don't know. It's cool that it rolls up, but it's also like it's kind of like the Lego Transformers. Like they can transform, but it's like a hassle to do so. I'd rather just keep them as a droid.
See,
Okay.
that's it. It was the same thing for the older Droidica, which was like made out of Technic pieces. Um, I've built that set before, and so I played with like the function. And I don't know what it is with Lego trying to get the Droidica to doing the ball thing. I guess it's just like a play feature, or what, but it just doesn't work. Like
No, it doesn't work.
they can't figure it out, or like it doesn't need to be figured out. Is what I'm trying to say. Like it doesn't need to
It's
be.
not. Yeah, it's not necessary.
It's not necessary for display. You know, you're not going to display it in a ball, right? So
Yeah.
Lego's trying to make you buy two Droidicas, one for the ball, one regular.
well, I will say though, for the new battle droid stat speeder that they release, you would want to buy the stat speeder if you had the Droidica, because
It's true.
apparently they're in the same scale.
I don't know. I'm in the Youngling Padawan territory on this one too.
I would.
I'd say Padawan. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a
I
terrible.
like it. I like it
It's not
more
like a
than
waste.
both
It's not
of
like a
this.
waste of money. I will say
I
the
like
price per
them.
piece is a little. It's a little expensive, but I'm biased towards droids, so
Droid lives
I
matter.
feel like I'd
yeah.
want the Star Destroyer more than that, but I don't
No,
know.
I would say out of those three, I would like the Droidica. I think if it was a little bit cheaper, it'd be a Jedi Knight.
I think it's okay there. You're all good with that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's good.
that works.
All right, moving on. Set number 75398, the buildable C3PO. This was $140. Came with 1,138 pieces.
Great set. Great set. Pair it with the R2, put it right next to Jedi Knight. No further discussion. Great set.
Again, I'm not a buildable like figure guy, so I don't know. I don't hate it, but how much was this one? This is
140.
yeah, bro. I would never spend
I mean,
anywhere near that amount. I
I
wouldn't buy
I
this. I wouldn't buy this set for like $70. Like I wouldn't buy it for half the price that it was out there for.
I mean,
It's
I
it is
love C3PO. Like he's one of my favorite droids, but they absolutely canned it with the face, dude. Those eyes are just absolutely. Those eyes are just
I'll put a
they're
close up on the
actually.
screen.
Those eyes are actually soulless. Like it does not look like C3PO.
I don't mind it. I think it looks fine.
The
I think
face
they
just
did,
doesn't really look like C3PO to me. Like it looks like it's trying to be
and
something
like
else.
whenever you build it, it's like angled. So like his back is like straight, and like the building experience on it is like peak. It's great. It's so fun to put together.
I think it looks great on display, but that face, man, just kills it for me. That face absolutely ruins it for me.
The
It's
soulless
those
eyes.
eyes, dude. They're awful. They're awful.
It's like C3PO without Anthony Daniels in the suit.
It's exactly.
like,
It's just like the shell. It's like the shell of
Yeah.
it is what
Yeah.
what it feels like. I
I'm
don't know.
definitely my only opinion on this, as far as the list goes, is it's for sure behind the R2. That's all that That's the only real opinion that I have.
Jedi Knight behind R2.
I mean,
It is a great set. It is a great set.
I would put it
I don't know.
Padawan,
I would
but I'm willing to-
I would do Padawan solely for the price. Like 140 for that is
140 for that's
ridiculous.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Actually, I agree because it doesn't come with a figure. So, but Padawan in front of the Droidica would be perfect.
All right. Moving on, we have set number 75377, the Invisible Hand. This was a $50 set, 557 pieces.
Cool set.
Is this one? This one's
Not
also
for me.
mini scale, right?
Yes, it is mini scale.
Cool set, just not for me.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
see-
I really like the ship. Like the Invisible Hand is one of my favorite ships of all time, but I'm not a midi scale guy. I think like the Falcon in this set being midi scale sets just doesn't make sense to me. I understand like they're meant to be bigger sets just scaled down. That's the whole point of it, but I would never. This is another one of those sets like that I could see on someone's desk in an office or something like that. But
yeah, I was
me.
just about to say it's the midi scale that kills this set for me.
Yeah.
The Invisible Hand is a pretty cool ship. Not the coolest, but you can't get the exact amount of detail into it that you would like in a midi scale build.
I'd put it in front of the Falcon because of the price.
I mean, also, I would argue that a normal 9-to-5 worker, 9 times out of 10, he's picking up the Millennium Falcon than the Invisible Hand. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
This is for the 9-to-5s out there.
So what are y'all thinking? You said in front of the Star Destroyer,
No.
or in front of the Millennium Falcon, or what?
I think
No,
so.
it has less pieces, so the price is justifiable. Actually, it's $80 for 650 pieces. The Millennium Falcon is $85 for 920 pieces. So you actually get more bang for your buck in the Millennium Falcon than you do in the Tantive, or not the Tantive, the Invisible Hand.
I'm kind of thinking right there.
Oh no, the Invisible Hand is 50 and goes for 550 pieces.
Okay,
so
okay.
I mean,
it's about the same.
These two are like even for me.
It's about the same price per piece. I would much rather have a Millennium Falcon though.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Before we even talk about it, let's just throw the Tantive right behind Youngling, or like right behind the Invisible Hand. There's no need to talk about it.
Yeah. No, the Tantive is $80 for 650 pieces.
Yeah,
that's the one that's
crazy,
like,
bro.
That's like
crazy.
See, the Invisible Hand in the Millennium Falcon, the price per piece is actually okay. The Tantive is just not.
Here he goes, bro.
There we go. Yeah.
You know what looks really great with that set on display?
You better not talk about the freaking hallways, bro.
two hallways with it would look great with that set.
Move the hallway down to Jedi Master. I'm using my Force ability.
Oh,
yeah, to move it down.
You mean Jedi Knight?
Yeah, Jedi Knight. Move it down.
Oh my god!
No, that goes in front of the Sith Infiltrator. That goes in front of this. Yes, it does.
Okay, well, whatever. Bring it down. Whatever, bring it down.
This is crazy. This tier list is This is the worst tier list I've ever seen.
I don't think so. I don't
think so. This is pretty valid, I think.
These next two are going to decide if this is the
But
worst.
also,
tier
dude,
list ever.
in these tier lists, like people just glaze a set just to have it in like the top S tier or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna for the sake of having a set in those top 2 tiers if I don't actually think it belongs there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it from the perspective of as S tier is the chosen one. Like, you need something that is on par with being the chosen one.
ARC Trooper 5s. We've been waiting years for that.
Not really.
I have been waiting years for that. Whatever. Next set. Moss Espa Pod Race Diorama set.
We got set 75380 Mos Espa Pod Race Diorama. This was $79.99, 718 pieces. Look, I really like the diorama sets. I also love that scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in the prequels.
Yeah.
The pod race. Yep. But the set itself doesn't do it for me. I don't like it as a diorama. Yeah, I don't like it.
The set's awful.
I got this set for $33 at Walmart. Sand.
I would say it's sand. I mean, you're paying $80, and which is around the average for the dioramas. They're all kind of around that price, and I would much rather have any other diorama. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about the
it also doesn't come with figs. It doesn't come with figs.
That's true. I mean the same thing with the trench run though. Same thing with the trench run.
Yeah, that's true. But dude, when you hold this up to like the Emperor's Throne Room diorama and like the Dagobah diorama, it's like this holds nothing to those. Right. I'm okay, and plus like having the pod racer in that like such a scale. I don't know. I don't like the way it looks.
It's so scaled down too. Like Anakin's pod racer is like what, like not even 10 pieces or whatever. It's probably I'm exaggerating, but
yeah, I don't like it.
It's so small.
I'm okay with it would be kind of ironic if we have the 2 literal
sand sets in sand.
Tatooine sets in sand, but
I mean, I would put it behind all of those.
Yeah, I'd put it behind all of them.
Okay.
I bought that set for $33 and I haven't had any urge to open it and build it at all.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad take. I didn't think it would be at the bottom of the list, but as I'm looking at it, like I personally would put it in front of the droids here, but I'm okay with where it's at.
I'd honestly rather have the droids than that diorama. The diorama
Rami is just... clearly would rather have the droids there.
Clearly. All right, so now we're on the big boy. We've made it to...
We've made it to the end. We are at set number 75397, Jabbas Sail Barge. This is the UCS Sail Barge. This is $499. It's still on sale. And it comes with 3,942 pieces.
I have been waiting to talk about this set. Okay? Look, I get that it's accurate to what it's depicting in universe. In my brain, when I see it in the Lego store, it looks like a giant piece of crap with like 2 like sails on top of it. The figures are okay. There's nothing in there that just makes me go, wow, I want to spend $500 on a very long brown, basically Star Wars yacht, a sail barge, and I want to put it on display. I want it to take up a whole shelf. No, that is not something that's ever crossed my mind. It's cool, but it's not like $500. I need it day one. Cool. Like I like it. I don't love it. To me, I just can't get out of my head that it looks like a piece of shit.
Like a literal piece of shit.
Honestly,
it literally looks like a piece of shit.
I honestly don't disagree. Like I kind of understand that. Like what really kind of saves the set is not entirely, but some of the figs and a little bit of the interior. Although a lot of the complaints though could be that the interior is a little bit too small, which I'm looking at right now. It definitely seems like it's way too small. And it's missing some figs. Like some of the figs we got, we shouldn't have had, and I don't know. I feel like they could have made up for it in a lot of areas, like maybe make the interior a little bit bigger, and then maybe get rid of some of the figs that we didn't need.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is one of those sets that Lego thought that they like really cooked with, and it was just gonna fly off the shelves. They're like, "Oh, it's the sail barge, one of the most iconic Return of the Jedi scenes." But it is like it's just a big brown set. The figures that come with it, like we've already talked about the desert skiff and like how it should have came with Luke and some of those other figures and stuff like that. I do think what's working for the set the best is the interior, but again, it's like when you look at the actual figures inside of it, it's clearly not like scaled correctly.
It's not. I mean, I'm looking at a picture right now, and it looks like Jabba barely fits. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like his head is basically touching the ceiling in this picture.
Yeah, for a $500 set, like you got to do better than that, and you got to include those figures that were in the desert skiff, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think it's cool, but I'm like I said, I wasn't day one like, oh my god, I need to go buy Jabba's sail barge for $500. It's a great set. Like I was like, that's cool, but I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale. Still waiting.
I mean, I definitely don't hate it. It's not sand, and I don't even think it's. I would probably put it Padawan, somewhere in the Padawan tier.
I think I think that oh God, this is tough. A lot of these sets are just like not amazing, except for the hallways. That's probably like the best one on this list by far. I've already said that multiple times.
We know that's your opinion there.
But like, I honestly would put it below C3PO. I feel like it should be Padawan behind C3PO because
I mean,
I think that'd be perfect.
The set is cool. I think I would put it at
I
the
was
thinking
front. Top of Youngling, like the front of Youngling.
Yeah,
because
I don't know.
I'm thinking it from the perspective of what sets would I buy. I would, and comparing it to the sail barge, all the sets on Padawan I would rather have than the sail barge.
See, I'm taking away the price, and I'm just thinking about like the build itself and like the figs, and I think I'd put the Sith Infiltrator like probably way down. I think that set is way too high, but I'd probably put it.
I think the Sith Infiltrator is a pretty great set for. I think it's pretty good. It's like a good middle ground.
I would put it like middle of Padawan somewhere. That would be the golden spot.
I would honestly, because I am thinking about price. Like I will never buy this set unless it's just like ridiculously priced down. But I do think, in my opinion, I would put it like front of Padawan. To be honest, like I would rather have it over any of these sets. But again, I'm not going to pay that much money for it, so I don't know. I think it's going to probably land
Rami said middle of Padawan. I said the front of Youngling. And you said the front of Padawan.
So back of Padawan?
Yeah, no, that works. Yeah. That works.
I didn't realize, like, going into this list, how many sets were just, like, meh. Like, I genuinely bought sets for the
figs. I kind of had a feeling that nothing was going to get in the Chosen One tier.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that it would be like this low,
this bottom heavy. Yeah,
this bottom. I mean, but it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
It does make sense because I think for the majority, especially the ones that came with a fig, like the fig carried the set. Like,
all right, let's go ahead and put the Tantive in Jedi Master, just because the list is over. The list is over. It deserves to at least be a Jedi Master.
What, for a little bit? That doesn't count?
Do you just want to see it there for a second?
You just want to see it there? It doesn't count.
That looks like a good list. Okay.
But but that's the fun about the Force power.
The Force abilities. That's what it is. See, that's the thing. You did it too early, and then you kept talking about it. I wasn't even going to use mine.
I wasn't gonna touch it, bro. I wasn't gonna touch it, but you got so heated on it that I was like, no, bro.
And then you brought it up again, and I'm like, all right, here we go again.
Okay.
I felt like Anakin like force
because I
choking
get heated
Padme.
about a set that truly deserves to be in one of the top tiers.
It just
You guys
doesn't.
bring it down 2 spots. Okay, got it.
It just doesn't, though.
It definitely doesn't deserve to be in the chosen one spot.
Definitely
I mean,
not.
I could maybe see an argument. It probably would have been in Jedi Master if you wouldn't have just kept trying to glaze it so much. But I don't know. I'm okay with the way this looks. As I was looking through the sets, I was
Besides,
like, none of these are chosen one to me. Maybe one or two there could have been an argument for Master, but I think there's 3 in the sand. 2 of them are actually sand based.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Padawan Youngling and Sand list is completely perfect. I
think so too.
I would honestly knock down the Sith Infiltrator to like bottom of Padawan.
See, me right there. That's where I disagree. I think the Sith Infiltrator is a great set. I mean, I compared it to like the past sets, of course, but I mean, I'm always gonna do that. But I think about it from the perspective of like a kid getting like a Star Wars set.
Dude,
this is
the
perfect set for a kid to walk into Walmart, see Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and a cool guy with armor that he probably doesn't know, but it's a cool guy with armor. But you know what I mean? I'm thinking about it from the perspective of a kid. If I walk into a Walmart and I see all these on the shelves, the Sith Infiltrator is the one I'm going for.
That's what I was thinking about too. I was like, it makes me happy knowing that there are little kids that are getting their generation of this version of the ship too. I thought about that as well.
Yeah, they get to put Darth Maul in the smart car.
My thing with the Sith Infiltrator is like, no one's gonna display that ship with Darth Maul in it. Like Darth Maul's gonna always be outside of that ship. You know what I mean?
Right.
No one's gonna put him in the cockpit. So that's why I don't have a huge deal with it. And plus, like, there are like interceptors, like when you put a character, or like gunships, when you put a character in the cockpit, you can actually see them. This is one of those ships that, like, if he's in there, like, you don't know if he's in there or not.
Yeah, you don't know if he's in there or not.
I'm okay with the tier list. This was our kind of first stab at this. But yeah, if you're watching this and you made it all the way through this video, go ahead and roast us in the comments and roast Rami's take on the boarding the Tantive 4 set.
Hey, also, I want people to argue their case for 9-nub. I wanted to say that earlier. People, argue your case for 9-nub. All right?
Yeah. There was a lot of unwarranted hate towards him, but yeah, I would love to hear an argument towards 9-nub too, and let us know like where you disagree, where you agree with us on this tier list. I know everyone's going to have differing opinions on this based on the minifigures and all of the kind of different factors that we talked about. But anyways, thank you for watching, especially if you made it through this. This is our first kind of podcast episode, so you're definitely you're based. You're day one if you sat through this this first episode. And yeah, we'll be back for more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Feel free to
comment down below. #justice for the boarding the Tantive 4. Come on.
We're gonna end it right there.
Come on.